Hello and welcome to our unboxing and demonstration of the new RG350M. So let's take a look inside. We have the RG350M, which we'll take a look at more detail in a moment. There's a USB Type-C charge cable. There's a quick start guide which is in full English. And there's a user manual which is also in full English. So on the left we have the original RG350, and on the right of course is the RG350M. The first thing you'll notice is with the M you've got the metal casing and you've got the plastic casing on the original. In terms of the display, it's the same size screen, but the M model now has a 640 by 480 resolution instead of 320 by 240 on the original. The digital D-pad has been moved from the bottom to the top, as you can see. This was mainly due to feedback from previous users that they found with the 8 and 16-bit retro games it was more comfortable using the D-pad, so it's been moved to the top for that reason. On the actual device itself, so you've got the 4 gaming buttons, dual analog sticks and select and start. On the top you've got the 4 shoulder buttons, which are also a lot more comfortable. You've got the USB Type-C OTG port, headphone jack and another port which is for the USB charger. On the bottom you can now see there are 2 SD card slots. Previously the first card slot was used for the operating system, and to get to that you had to open the device, so now it's a lot easier to update to custom firmware if you wish to. You can find the reset button and the second SD card slot, so you can use that one to put your games on, for example. And you can also find the 2 stereo speakers on the sides here. And on this side you've got the volume rocker. And on the back you can now find 2 soft foam pads, which helps improve the grip when playing. Previously it didn't have this on the old model. So what we'll do next is show you the RG350M up and running with a few emulators and some games. Once booted up you're on the G menu software, so you've got applications, emulators, games, settings. On the applications you've got a few things like file managers, there's some hardware testing and terminal. On the emulators it includes MAME, DOSBox, Final Burn Alpha, Game Boy emulators, Nintendo, Mega Drive, WonderSwan, PC Engine, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, PC Engine again, Neo Geo and MAME, which is an arcade emulator. On the games you can find various game ports, these include the popular Cave Story. And you can also find OpenDingux, Streets of Rage, Remake and so on. And on the settings you can find how to power off and reboot. There's also a few settings such as custom skins, so you can change to different ones, wallpapers and system info. First up we take a look at MAME, which is an arcade emulator. There's a few different versions of MAME on here, but this one runs the .37B5 ROM set. All of the games run at good speeds, but you may need to try different versions of MAME to get the best results. Next up we have the NES emulator running Castlevania. The vast majority of NES games run perfectly fine. There's a few which don't have emulated mappers, but other than that shouldn't have any problems. Next we have Sonic the Hedgehog on the Mega Drive or Genesis if you're over the pond. It's a good game to show the quality and speed of the Mega Drive emulator. The vast majority of games run with no issues. You can't beat a bit of Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo. As with most of the other consoles, the games run very well. There's a few that use the Super FX chips. You need to do a little bit of tweaking just to get them running at optimal speeds. Next up we have the Game Boy Advance and Donkey Kong Country. All of the Game Boy Advance games seem to work pretty good. Didn't experience any issues with frame rate drops and so on. Up next we have one of my favourite games on the PC Engine or TurboGrafx, and this one is Outrun. Again, all of the games run great and I didn't experience any issues with them. We can't do an emulator video without a bit of Neo Geo and of course Metal Slug. The game runs great, didn't see any issues, and with the RG350 series it's got more memory so you can run a lot of the larger games.
DuckTales são os caçadores de aventura. DuckTales, woo!
Next up we have DuckTales on the Game Boy. I only picked this game just so I could get the missus singing the Portuguese version of the song. As the Game Boy resolution was quite low, you got things like custom borders, or you can like scale it up to a larger size. All the games run great, no issues here at all. And we finish with Soul Divide on the PlayStation. Overall, the PlayStation compatibility has improved over the previous older models, so a lot more games run and many more at full speed. Thanks for watching our unboxing and demonstration video of the RG350M. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out our previous videos, and we'll see you in the next one.